French kissing my daughter? I'm molesting my daughter?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You fucking baby raper! You fucking baby raper!
Oh, that's The Exorcist? Oh, she's fucked.
I'm gonna come.
I'm not dead, fuckers. I am the Cum Lord.
The Cum Lord never dies. The Cum Lord will live on forever. Am I audible? I can't see the fucking thing. There we go. Jesus fucking Christ on a cocksucker. Hello. I'm fucking bored and malicious. It's the title of this week's fucking stream. Hooray! I saw Knock was streaming because fucking somebody let me know, because why wouldn't they? You know, I'm not doing anything. I'm just fucking laying here getting ready to take a nap. And if yes, I am. Thank you, Mindbreaker. I appreciate. And Knock streaming, I guess, or whatever. It's just like, well, you know, I guess there's some utility in that. I hope Smokey streams every fucking day for the rest of his cocksucking miserable life. Oh, by the way, just got back from fishing. I didn't catch anything. Smokey did, but spoiler alert, the only thing he caught was AIDS. From me. Just kidding. Lol. Anyway, I'm hoping that he streams every day of his life, because then Knock will have to make a video about it, and the more time that he has to, the more time Knock has to spend making videos about Smokey, the less time he can spend ruining his daughter's life with his presence. So there's that, you know? God forbid. At least, you know, ignoring his child is only the second worst thing that he could do. And I think, unfortunately, I think we know what the first thing is. Do I even have it in here? I just noticed that. Well, there you go. That'll be fine, I guess. Oh well. Bored and malicious. Somebody said that. I think it was Omeros Moon, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong, actually. I wish they were wrong. They're not. It's just the truth. Stop. Kool-Aid or koala AIDS? Both. That just no. That says coal AIDS with a K. You know what? Fuck it. That's what it is now. It's coal AIDS. Oh boy, what a wonderful fucking day. What a day. What a lovely day. I'll never get tired of that. Oh God, I have no idea what he's even going on about. But God damn it, I thought I'd stream for 10 or 15 minutes. You know, and the other thing is that, like, Knock takes this horribly serious. For someone who's not making literally any fucking money off of making vids on the internet, and is just constantly posting, and feels the need to respond to literally every fucking video that Smokey puts out, or at this point, Kenny. I just don't know how he'll ever keep up, first of all, and second of all, I don't know how you have a life. Like, let's assume that he, like most normal functioning adults, has a job that consists of him working somewhere between 8 hours a day. We'll say 9 to 5. I don't know what it is, right? Okay. So 9 to 5, fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, puts the kid on the fucking school bus a couple days out of the week. Kid goes off to fucking school. Okay, good. Kid comes home from school probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't know who's watching her. Not him, I guess. And probably his fucking cousin or whatever, which is weird. But okay. And then He gets home from work. What's he do? He take a fucking shower? Does he take a dump? What does this man's day consist of? I mean, it can't consist of much else. If you consider the fact that for like, depending on what night it is and what time of day it is, it consists of his day consists of at least 2 hours of streaming about Smokey, if not every day, every other fucking day, right? When does this man have time to take a shit? Does this man actually shit? We know he eats. He's fucking overweight. He told us that. When does he have time? I don't have the fucking time to do this. I'm lucky. It's been a great couple of, well, not really because of the aneurysm thing with my wife, but whatever. It's actually been kind of relaxing not having to fucking like, oh man, I got to plan a show. I mean, I did kind of like step back and look at the fucking thing and go, what the fuck am I stressing my fucking ass off about putting a show together? First of all, nobody's going to watch on my channel anyway, which, good for you. Wonderful. Good, go with God. And second of all, it isn't general. It just keeps getting worse usually. Like the more I try to like push shows out, like it's like it's Knox baby mama getting abortions. The more abortions of shows, of episodes of my show that I push out, the more fucking useless that they become. You know what I mean? There's a handful of people that enjoy probably all, or if not most of the shows, right? It's a small niche of people though. And every fucking community has its small dedicated fan base of people who, oh, I totally just realized I'm Smokey's dad and my name is Darth Cum. Fuck it. That's what we're doing for the stream. There's always a small dedicated fan base of people that will always love everything you're doing all the time, right? Even if it's just one person, even if you only have one viewer, but he views all the time, that's the guy. Hello, Christian Carpenter. Oh, Knock went full retard and muted himself. Wow, imagine my fucking shock about that. He has no idea. This fucking boomer. And you know what's funny is the other thing is apparently I don't live in West Virginia, but I don't live in New York either, but he knows where I work. I work for the fucking state of New York, ladies and gentlemen. I've only said 1,000 times I work for the Department of Health of the state of New York. I got fucking IDs. If I showed him my cocksucking ID, he'd go, it's fake. Or he'd be like, how do we know that that's your real name? But he knows, apparently he knows my real name. So, okay. I'll never understand that, man. He will just fucking twist and spin every fucking thing. If he's watching this video right now, I already know what he's about to say. Oh, you mean like how you twisted the Smokey thing? See, he's that predictable. I could have a conversation with Knock right now by literally playing both parts. I almost want to do that. I gotta find somewhere to start, though. I'd have to instigate myself. That's a paradox. What's going on? He was looking into the cam and everything. So gold. Yeah, unfortunately, his new audience over there kind of just overlooks his utter fucking incompetence. So, he's watching like a hawk. Yeah. You know what's great is, somebody else who's watching like a hawk is GY6. Apparently got some photos of. Well, that's very fucking interesting. I would like to see those pictures. In fact, I give full authorization for GY6 to just fucking post away, you dumb bastard. You stupid fuck. I'll run it through TinEye, too. I'll run it through every fucking program I have to make sure you didn't fucking Photoshop it. You're not getting anything from me without... Ahoy. What are you, the fucking third chair on... what the fuck is his name? I can't even remember his name. Dave Landau, that's it. What are you, fucking Dave Landau? Dave Landau is not funny either. I don't give a fuck what the Crowder fans say. I like Steve. And I like Quarter Black, and I like all them fuckers. But god damn it. Dave Landau is just an unfunny motherfucker. He's very boring. I don't find him entertaining at all. But I'm sure plenty of you also don't find me entertaining, and that's fine too. But he's like sells out like like actual theaters and shit. Like I don't think he's selling out stadiums or anything, but damn, Dave Landau. Yeah, the quarter black is on what, Nerdrotic now? I think that's his primary gig in terms of like income or something. Oh, don't worry. I fucking wait. Why did you cancel your mug club? What the fuck is the matter? Well, it is like $99 a year or something. I mean, we are in a fucking recession. That's literally what's happening. If not a recession, it's a fucking down economy. You know, I'd say that we're probably about, if this continues on its current trajectory, we're about 2 or 3 years out from a real depression. Most of the shows are fucking Dave. It's fucking annoying. I don't watch Louder with Crowder for fucking Dave Landau. He's boring. He can't carry the show. Yeah, you're right. I don't. You know what? God bless you then. God bless you. It's like, oh, we'll just have Dave Landau fill. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. No, he can't read. He's fucking blind. He's blinder than fucking Smokey's dad. Fucking walking around with goggles on just to see the fucking prompter like he's goddamn Joe Biden. Fucking idiot. It is horrible. I know, you started a thing. I'm having a conversation with Nikki in side chat. Oh, God. Hello, all of Nox viewers who are hate viewing this for a moment. Don't worry, nothing special going on here. I just wanted to give this thing a fucking hateful thumbnail and a hateful title and walk away from it. I'm just shooting the shit over here. I started talking shit about Nox. You can rewind it about, let's say, 10, yeah, about 11 minutes now going on, give or take. You can rewind it or you can fuck off. Yeah, there you go. There they go. Good. I don't actually care. Yeah, no, but like I was saying earlier before I went off on that fucking I have no idea where tangent, that Kenny Rhodes of a fucking tangent. I don't understand how somebody can dedicate that much time to something they're not getting paid for. Like, clearly he doesn't think that he's actually worth anything, or else he would be like scrolling the banners again or pimping the Patreon. Of course, why would you go to his fucking Patreon? He couldn't keep up with his fucking shit. At least here now it's like a vague thing where it's like, just give us money. Did it? Okay, so the lake's not frozen. Okay, it didn't snow because it's winter. There's a difference because it is not winter. It is spring. The problem is in upper elevations, the temperature had dropped to the point where the heavy precipitation coming down from the storm, which started out west as just like thunderstorms, and then later dissipated into from thunderheads into just fucking rain. Obviously, with the drop in temperature and the increase of altitude, turned to snow in a lot of places because there's a lot of valleys around here, and there's a lot of fucking not mountains exactly, hillocks mostly, but yes, mountains as well. And so the varied amount of precipitation around the area of the lake would have been an issue. But, however, because of the size of the lake and the general shape of the lake, I guess the atmospheric pressure or some shit, Dave would be able to explain this better, did not get anything in the lake, really. That you could see some little chunks of ice, but it wasn't frozen lake. It was snow that had fallen in and hadn't quite dissolved yet from sooner. But yes, so wonderful. Yeah, you live in the flatlands. Well, I know, that's what we call that's what Vermonters call us here in upstate New York is flatlanders, which doesn't make any goddamn sense because, like, just the other side of me is the fucking Green Mountains, and just this side are the fucking Catskills and Gore and, just the general Adirondacks, the foothills. It's not exactly flat out here either, but whatever. So we call them all fucking gum chewers. Those people are fucking gum chewers too. They fucking all the fucking mountains. Jesus fucking Christ. Everything's a fucking mountain. There's no fucking people around for hundreds of thousands of miles. Seems like that's not actually possible, but you know what I mean? It's just like it's not even sparsely populated. It's just like it's an absolute wasteland. It's like Detroit, but with no buildings. You catch my meaning? I watched a documentary about Detroit. It's pretty neat. Kind of made me want to go urban exploring, but also not want to get shot. So I don't think I'll do that. I'm not a fan of getting shot. Anywho, let's see. It's been about 15 minutes. I guess I'll go for a smoke, and then I'll probably wrap it up because I just did this because I was bored and malicious, like I said earlier. That's not the place for that. Well, you know, well, you don't understand, and I don't blame you for not understanding because I didn't know I didn't know either. Apparently, there's so much abandoned property in Detroit that it is just like it's like the set from I Am Legend. There's just nothing around. There's an abandoned zoo. It's just completely overrun with wildlife and fucking flora primarily. But yes, also animals. Like, I don't know, it's not like fucking Tiger King or something over there, but it's like, you know, the deer have moved in and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's fucking Michigan for you. The whole state's a fucking hellhole. Like, not to mention Battle Creek, obviously. And not just because Knock lives there, but also Star Wars Fatty also lives there. I think he's dead. He might have killed himself. I probably shouldn't have said that. But also Flint, aptly named on account of it. It's very easy to remember what Flint, Michigan is famous for. It's famous for the tap water catching on fire with the slightest introduction of a spark. So Flint is a good. And then, of course, Dearborn, Michigan, which is known for terrorism. Mostly terrorist cells of a particular religious persuasion individual. Well, you know what? My wife picked me up cigarettes today. And you know what? God bless Smokey for these fucking wonderful Indian reservation cigarettes. However, I failed to mention that I do not smoke full flavored cigarettes, but they're free, and then he brought me a whole fucking carton for like $20 or something. And I appreciate it, so I've been smoking them. But my wife bought me full flavored Marlboro Smooth 100s, which, by the way, if you were going to send me some duty free shit in the mail, Guru Lady looking at you, that's what I smoke. And you know what? I'm not even sure that's legal for you to do. Can you? I know there's a thing with fucking alcohol, but can you send me cigarettes in the mail? Now that is the $1 million question. I love these demented theist channels. They're hilarious. Yeah, well, you know, my dementedness, by the way, has very little to do with my theism. By the way, not a Christian. Just I don't recognize your name, so I thought I'd get that out of there. I'm some psycho coked out Jew on the internet who can't stop touching his nose. It just is what it is, you know. You're not able to order cigarettes online. Oh, Knox 5 viewers came over. That's wonderful. I'm happy. I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they're happy. Has anybody seen Twister? If you haven't, it's probably one of the best. It's not probably the best movie ever, right? It's very well. Mood and acting all complement each other very well. So in terms of an overall movie, it's the perfect good movie. You know what I mean? I only mentioned that because I just began to quote the main character from Twister. So I won't spoil the ending, I swear. You have to watch Twister. Walk in the Woods. Oh! Van Halen, Humans Being. Oh! I gotta go, Julia. We got cows. It's the quintessential Midwest movie. and it's got science in it, and it's loosely based on a true story. Obviously not the marriage portion, and probably not the name of the actual Doppler thing they send up in the tornado, but you know. I saw Twister. I didn't get how the house next to them was torn up, but they were just fine strapped to a pipe with a belt. Okay, so yes, that was mostly to like there was a call forward in the beginning of the movie where Joe mentions at some point that they want to get inside the center of a twister. And it was mostly for that, and you know, because they wanted to see what they could do with special effects and shit. They weren't exactly working with like a George Lucas fucking budget with special effects. In fact, the twister itself was simulated with a small scale set, a miniature set, and a sock. That's actually 100% true. They actually created the tornadoes with socks with, I think it's sand or rocks or something in it. Absolutely true. So it actually might be possible for I don't know if it's 100% possible. I don't know what the oxygen content would be in the center of a twister either. I should actually look into the science of that. I've always wanted to make a video about Twister because it is one of my favorite movies of all time. But Inception is my favorite movie of all time. Go ahead, criticize me. I don't care. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, not the remake, although I know Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp is technically a more faithful remake, or not remake, but more faithful adaptation of Roald Dahl's classic novel from 1964. And I can appreciate both of them, but god damn it, Gene Wilder is entertaining. I love Gene Wilder. And I love that Elon Musk kept his house exactly the way it was, full of hidden passages and never touched the porno mags on the fucking counter. Absolute unit. Just kidding about the porno mags. Anyway. So. Oh, God. How's everybody doing today? Just kidding. I don't care. I never did. Actually, I do care, but only for some of you. And I don't know who's here besides Nikki. I care how your day's going. What's the takeaway? If you sent me more money, I would care how you were doing. Would ask every day. I keep getting more and more respect for Gavin Herleman. Because when he first entered the fray, in terms of like my general awareness of his existence, I looked at him as just this fat, balding, sad, frumpy man. I was mistaken. He was handsome at one time. A blood-sucking whore took it all away from him. I'm sorry, Gavin, if you don't appreciate me calling your ex-wife a whore or blood-sucking, but that is, from what I read on the internet, that's what I get from it, to be honest with you. You try to do the right thing and keep your marriage together as any good man would. Unlike some people who never got married because they have never had a stable relationship. But, you know, check the thumbnail, I guess, if you're wondering who that is. And the man bribed her with $300,000 cocksucking dollars. He just had it to throw away. Can anybody here in earnest say that they have $300,000 just laying around in any account anywhere? If you liquidated all of your assets right now, would you have anywhere close to $300,000? Now, he might be worse for wear for money now. I have no idea. But $300,000 and a wife. Two things praise has never had and will never have. Ever. Because currently he is unemployed. Although I heard he was like a gas station attendant semi-recently, but I don't know what happened to that. And I know, I think he might be gay. I know that's, whatever. Or if he's not gay, asexual, because There are several fairly attractive women that I am aware of that have propositioned praise, and he has said no, despite being a virgin and these women being very virtuous Christians as well. I'm not going to name names. I'll never fucking tell. You'll never take me alive, but some of you probably already know who it is because, or, well, technically who they are, because these people have already told you in confidence, but I don't know that they know that and vice versa, so. I don't know if he is gay, but all I know is that every woman who has propositioned him, who and you know, these women are not frumpy looking individuals, right? These are somewhere between 8s, and one of them is a solid 10. And I don't know, maybe he's just into fat chicks. That could also be it. Maybe he's not gay. Maybe he's not asexual. Maybe he's just, you know, a chubby chaser, I think is what they call it. And there ain't nothing wrong with liking a little extra meat on them thighs, you know? More cushion for the pushing, more to love. Pinch it a pound, you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Some of y'all women out there in the audience got a little extra weight on you, and God love you. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little extra weight. It's when I can hear you coming down the street and you're not even in your fucking car that's the issue. You know what I mean? Fucking you shook me all night long, you know what I'm saying? Sister loving situation. Could be, I don't know. You see, the thing is that, like, people have tried to intimidate me off the internet semi-recently, right? And if Gavin has privated his channel because somebody is doing that to him, you know, at least give the man the benefit of the doubt, right? See, because if that's the case, then that means he believes that his family is in danger and that this internet shit is not worth the trouble, right? Because in his case, if we are the ones causing the trouble or whatever, right? I'm not going to continue to bang on about the thing in question that would cause him to retreat. It's not my style. Because you got to give a fucking guy an out, or else he gets backed in a corner and he starts doing all kinds of crazy shit, which is, ironically enough, what I was talking about in chat that Praise highlighted semi-recently in one of his streams when I said somebody is going to die. And what that wasn't a threat. It was just a statement on the fact that everybody seems to be selling everyone up the fucking river, doxing everybody, releasing personal information about everyone, following people, claiming to have pictures of people. Somebody is going to go to someone's fucking house, and someone is going to defend their property to the fullest extent of the law. That's what's going to happen. I don't know who. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm only kind of a prophet. Lol JK. But eventually someone is going to do something really fucking stupid and get real fucking hurt or real fucking dead. And I don't want that to happen. I've been trying to de-escalate this. Like, for example, this whole thing with praise. Originally, we were supposed to have an accord, right? And the bargaining in question would have been Sparrow and Olive on behalf of all of them fuckers. And me and Smokey, and I would be doing most of the talking. He would be listening to confirm privately whether or not that was acceptable. And they bailed. And they decided to opt for antics, which I didn't find very Christian at all. I mean, I have the logs. I have all the fucking logs, but it's pointless now. Again, because I don't want to back a man into a fucking corner if I don't have to. You always got to give somebody an out. Or else you're just going to be fighting continual battles that you'll never win and nobody will ever win and everyone ends up being a loser. And that's gay. I intend to let anybody in, but I can, I suppose. Oh, cock shocker. Let me get the cock and shock and link. Oh no. It's gonna do this again. Oh no. It's a combat Carl. 10 points to Gryffindor for or whoever's house. Who knows what that's from? That is a reference. I'm Lone Kincaid. I'm Jewish. I make references. Post the link. It looks like Smokey posted the link to himself because I'm on Smokey's account. I was always on Smokey's account. In fact, I am Smokey. I was always Smokey. There was no Carl, only Smokey. Will's the wisest of the three. No, I'm just the most reasonable, believe it or not. Despite being bored and malicious, I can be reasoned with. Occasionally. Oh, God. When I've had an appropriate amount of sleep, which I'm probably now not going to get because I am a dumblet. Carl, your fucking camera's on. Are you sure you want to do this? All right, I'll fucking. Oh, no, it's not. Wait a minute. That's not Smokey.
What's up?
Oh, it is Smokey.
Yes, it is. So, I think one of the things that happened, because this is actually what we revealed, is that Praise had let a few things out of the bag that were not sourced or necessarily approved or proven, and also a few other things that I don't think the family had appreciate being said online. Because he kind of did that a couple times previously, where like even Sparrow kind of said like Praise, like why are you saying that, like type thing, like don't.
Right, and I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep bringing it up because again, I want to give a guy.
Well, no, that's fine. But I'm just saying you're probably maybe thinking this is something it really isn't, which is that's all I'm saying. Like this is one of those foot in mouth, immediate reactionary thing.
I guess.
No, I'm saying he'll come back. He'll just do it.
Yeah, but if he comes back, I'll fucking do it again.
But I'm just saying, like he probably like this. He's done this multiple times. It's not like I mean, as much as because you don't know Praise, I guess, as long as many of us do. But the flip flopping is not the only cycle. There's also a Brett Keane-esque type. Like he's done this 2 or 3 times where he's like, okay, I'm done. The good work has been, done, and farewell to the community and goodbye. And then like 2 weeks later, he's back. So this is like just kind of one of those things.
Flashbacks, Carl.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, just because you don't really know Praise, and I don't think you've seen this many times, but like this is even just something he kind of does. So like, don't turn it into like, the advent of Christ returned. Like it's not anything like super special or unique. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I hear you. All right, gotcha.
Okay.
No, I'm just,
I got some incredible breaking news that just hit the headlines.
Hey, Dave.
How you guys doing? I don't know if you're right in the middle of a discussion here. I don't want to
No, go ahead, Dave. What's up?
change the tenor of the room, but there's a new device that comes from God, and it's a little black box that plugs into your computer. It's a QEX, some kind of keys to the kingdom. It comes from God. It's for Christians, and it's going to protect us on the internet. It's amazing, and I just learned about it. No, it's even better. It's from the Anna Kate channel. Did you want to play? Did you want to like take a look at this maybe, or come to my channel and check it out when you get time? Or I don't know if you guys are in the middle of a
check it out for a second. I wasn't planning on doing this forever. I just came here because I'm again bored and malicious.
Well, I'm bored and malicious too. That's perfect. That's exactly what this is. And
all right, yeah,
it's even better because it comes from God. It's revolutionary.
Right. Okay. Well, fuck it. Put it on the screen. We can do this for a couple of minutes.
All right. Let's do it. I'm gonna capture this. Do you want me to capture it? I'll capture it.
Yeah, I'm on my phone here. So.
Oh, okay. Share screen. Let's do it. Let's do it to it because, if this is something that has the keys to the kingdom, I'm not kidding. Wait till you hear this stuff, and I'll get right to the point. So let's.
Light aside, I like that StreamYard integrated all of the desktop features on the mobile. It's wonderful.
It's great. Everything's great. It's only going to get better. We're going to be making the world a better place. So listen in.
Okay, I'm waiting. Oh, I don't know what happened to Carl. The service around here sucks a fat one. I gotta tell you, it's horrible. Maybe he's taking a shit. Are you guys taking a? Who's taking a shit? Is it me? Did I take a shit? I am Darth. Come, beware my antics.
Did you figure it out? Did you figure out how to get that captured?
Oh, yeah, it didn't notify me. Sorry.
Us today to talk about a revolutionary technology. She told me about this a few weeks ago at Pastor Rodney's church, and I was blown away. And actually, the technology, QUX, divine revelation, she had a divine download of this technology. We're going to talk all about data collecting, what the tech companies are doing, and how this is, in my opinion, going to shake up the tech world. But before I get Millie on here, I want to say a quick thank you to the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. If you are looking to see what to do with IRA or 401k, definitely look into precious metal. I am literally this week, and I am really excited about it, considering the state of the country and state of the world. We do need to prepare. So go head on over to noblegoldinvestments.com and check them out. And we are live, and if you can share the broadcast, because YouTube is talk about big tech, really censoring us here. And Millie is just an incredible journalist. I love her documentary, Shadow.
Caps are going to be the currency, like Fallout.
Woman of God. And
I know.
I've got to the country, a hero, a patriot,
that.
And I'm very, very honored to have on my dear friend on here, Millie. Hey, Mill.
Hey, thanks for having me, Anna.
Thank you for coming here. I've been wanting to get you on here for some time, and I want to jump right into it. So let's talk about big tech. Big tech collects data, and then they sell it to third parties, and it's really dangerous for us Americans. Tell us about that.
Right. So your smartphones, your laptops, everything, your tablets, they are all collecting data. Everything you do on these devices is tracked, collected, and sold to the highest bidder. And many of these private companies, NGOs, they may have nefarious reasons for buying that data, but it is being collected, and that's the scary part. I mean, I remember sitting in the hearings with Google
pause it for a second.
CEO Sundar Pichai when they were talking about.
I don't know what this waterhead's about to say, but let me just tell you, you have Windows, just install the anti-spy bot beacon, and it shuts Cortana off and all the ID tracking shit permanently, because you can turn it off, man. You can turn off most of the stuff, even the deep stuff, during your session, but it turns it back on when you do a restart. The anti-spy bot will remove all of that shit.
But what you got to understand is that I get it, and I believe you. Actually, I'm going to probably do that for starters. But this stuff came directly from the throne of God, from Rodney Howard Brown's church in Florida, with Millie Weaver and Anna Cade, who are definitely from the Trump mega church. These are the prophetesses that prophesied Trump was going to be elected the second term. But God just made a little mistake.
Wonderful, yeah. Also, the Brave browser or Tor and a VPN. I use Nord, so there's that. But you just don't be a fucking idiot on the internet. Of course, you're being tracked.
But this this one's anointed of God. This device.
Oh, it's of God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's of God.
This is God. That's the difference. All the other stuff is not of God. This is of God.
Okay. Well, I'm willing to hear it out. If it comes from God, part of it for me to criticize the divine creator of the entire universe and fucking, plugs and everything.
So here you go.
About how the American people are being spied on with these devices, how even senators and congressmen and women, they can tell what store, what room of a building you're on. Like, if you're in a building, they can tell what story you're on, what room you're in, what's the ambient temperature of the room.
Isn't the
all the audio being picked up in the room. They can access the cameras as well.
Jones level.
These devices are very advanced, and they're just collecting all of that. So what do they do with that data once it's being collected? They can put it into predictive
Ladies and
algorithms
gentlemen,
and build out these
product we
predictive
have here for
models
you
where
today is a
they
real deal
can
breaker.
essentially predict
The
out the
Pro-Pure King
outcome of maybe
filters out
elections
hundreds of
or
Do you
isotopes.
how the
store
public will
all of
respond
this
to
data
events.
every
I mean, it
day
is a
from
serious.
every person
Globalism.
in the country? You know the amount
Hurry.
of like ridiculous storage size you require for something like that?
Yeah, but it's all in God's little box.
I don't
And you-
understand. Whatever.
And you
I
know,
got myself a nice tall glass of caveman. It's made with bone broth. That's the one thing that we've always been
you know,
missing.
it's
and our
funny you should
ancestors
say
were best
caveman
about
and
is the
bone
bone
broth.
broth. It's all in the bone broth. It's better than Ovaltine. Oh, it tastes like the best milkshake you ever had.
Right, and you know, you can get all your vitamins and minerals from these people too. I think too, eventually. But here's the thing: she does come from Alex Jones, Millie Weaver. She's one of
Pure
the old Alex Jones.
colloidal silver.
Yeah. Keep stacking and keep on. You know, don't take too much of it. You might turn blue, but you know, it's okay. I mean, it's just, you know, let's.
You know, personally, Dave, I like to freebase colloidal silver. You know what I mean? I'm just out there with a fucking rubber band and a spoon, just fucking tapping away on that femoral artery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You ever just listen? If you're not using the Pro-Pure King, you're basically freebasing fucking fluoride. All right?
Right.
You need this.
That's why, you know, I got to update from a Berkey to a Pro-Pure, and I got to get some super male. And I like the super female vitality myself. I'd rather have the female.
Hitler
stuff
took
around.
the DMT. Stalin took the DMT. Globalism.
I mean, this is right from God, guys. Don't mock it now.
Serious tool that can be used.
Yeah, and especially with what we saw in
actually, I
2020,
know who fucking
and
Millie
even in
Weaver
2016
is.
is when I think the deep
Yeah.
state really realized, okay, we have a problem with social media. We have to monitor people a lot
Yeah,
more.
we
And
do
even
have a
with
problem with social
virus,
media.
right?
The right-wing talking heads are just as fucking
Come on,
retarded
Phil.
as the
They're
left.
monitoring us so closely where we're going and tracking every step. So I want to talk about this technology, QUX. And actually, before you talk about the talk about the divine inspiration first.
Hey, Jace, don't talk
I'm
shit
going to
about
play a
my
video
people.
of
We
the
actually
technology, and I
did
want you
that.
to
What do you
really
think?
explain it, 'cause
What do you
it's
think the
really
Ark of the
cool.
Covenant is? It's a gay bomb, baby.
See, this technology has arrived via divine inspiration. This is the shit.
Yes. Oh God, divine inspiration.
I mean, can you imagine the logic gates that are involved in the surface mount technology and this stuff?
He's gonna wake his baby up.
No, my
Seriously.
baby's not here. That's the only reason I'm doing that.
Oh,
The
okay.
shit niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Have this in you guys.
Oh,
This
hell
is
yeah.
nothing I've ever heard of before. The portals are really cool. I mean, you literally had
The fucking what?
downloads because you're not a tech guru. You had downloads of this technology, and tell me about that. That's really cool.
Okay, so I guess the
It
beginning
fell out of the
of the journey
fucking
really
sky
started
like the
in
tablets of
2018
testimony
when
of
a lot of the
Sinai.
censoring and people being
Jesus.
banned really started up. And at that point in time, we realized, okay, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be something that only gets worse.
God gave her
And
the
so we
blueprint.
started
Like
out trying
fucking
to figure out
R2D2.
what can we do to get around these censorship
me,
issues.
Millie,
And we
we
really
are my
were
only
scratching our
hope.
head, and we went
Jenny
through
and I
a
have to
couple
go. We
different.
got to that jerky outlet over next to Lake George. We
Are
have to
you
go
fucking
shopping.
kidding me again with the
Are you guys
jerky?
going fishing or what?
We already
You know
went
what?
fishing.
It's awesome, and I want some to be able to have to take home with me.
We already went fishing. I already made the joke. The only thing we caught, the only thing Smokey caught was AIDS from me. All right.
Asshole.
Well, now I've made it twice. It's not funny anymore
Right.
anyway. So fuck it.
All
I thought
right.
you guys were actually I thought you actually had a friend with a boat. You were gonna get out there with a
Yeah, we
nice
did have a
Ranger
boat. It's a little fucking
360V and go out there.
fucking little single engine pull start fucking thing. Yeah, it was fucking
Wow.
hateful. I tell you what, being
It
cramming
was
a
a
boat with
hateful
Kenny-
thing. I pretty
Kenny
much regretted.
and
I
fucking
regretted it
Carl.
immediately. I actually regretted
I
all of
fucking
it.
didn't- you
told
didn't
you
take-
you would
you didn't
fucking
take
hate
him-
it, you stupid bastard. And I
You
said
didn't
that
take
this
him-
morning. I said it's fucking freezing out. That fucking snowed fucking 4 inches on the cocksucking ground.
You didn't take him out on Lake Onondaga where all the mercury
No,
is.
no, I took him out to fucking Saratoga Lake. We motored over to Snake Hill because I knew there were fucking pike over there, and we didn't catch fucking nothing.
It didn't take us long to realize it was a horrible idea.
Kenny brought a fucking sandwich. He starts baiting his hook. He's like, well, you know, the worms aren't working. And I'm like, that's not going
to
wasting our fucking lunch.
Freaking West Virginians, the way that they do anything, they think they can catch anything with lunch meat.
Yes, listen. My Uncle Pete, my dad, my Uncle Bubby, you can catch anything off of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All you have to do if you run out of bait, you take a little bit of your lunch, which is either a bologna sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You ball that thing up nice, you know, put it in your mouth, gum it up, put it on that hook. You'd be catching catfish and carp and everything you know you can think of. And it works.
Guys, are you going to get the QEX? Are you going to get the QEX device for your protection?
I think I need a full body condom to protect me from whatever the fuck is going on.
Models and ideas for different devices.
All right,
and,
bye,
and
Carl. Bye, Kenny. I'll see you later.
See ya.
Look at this. Can you imagine
the
this
model
came from
that we
God?
have now and the device we have now, and building out
This
our
came
own
from
firmware,
God, Will.
our own hardware, our own kernels.
I know, it's like
and
the
even our
fucking
own operating system. What that basically means is that
we're in the
QUX is
Matrix. She
beholden
broke
to really
free.
no
Get
one.
behind me, Satan.
And that is because we wanted to make sure we couldn't get banned or shut
We're
down.
breaking the
And
conditioning.
because we know that that's been a problem. Well,
Alex
throughout
Jones.
Listen,
I was like, during the process of building.
They're working on it. They got a team working on it, man.
Oh, they got a fucking team. They're at the Tesla factory, sitting there with fucking.
This thing is ready to go. You can plug it into your USB. It's ready, man. You can create.
Listen, Alex warned Millie about the DMT. She took it anyway. Talking to the fucking Clockwork Elves and seeing fucking little leprechauns in green hats, and they take the mask off and they got little vampire teeth. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's horrible. It's evil. It's of Satan. I can see it now. Oh, God, it's so hot. I'm burning. Oh, no, actually, the heat's just on. Okay, play the video.
All right, play the clip, Johnny.
Out the user interface and how everything would work and be integrated together. I literally just started having just these like, I would literally see it all. Almost as though like you, you know, when you close your eyes and you picture that you're looking at your phone or your TV ahead of you and you're clicking through it. It was like I just started getting these downloads of just seeing this device already being right.
Yo, what up, Big Perm?
Was getting divine downloads. This is beyond
divine downloads.
Now we're getting divine downloads, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy shit!
Coming down. He's coming right through your USB port, coming through your LAN connection, right into your.
And God gave us the download.
5G and divine downloads are coming into the women of God right now.
Listen, I just want this bitch to shut up and whip out her dongle so we can see what the fuck this thing is.
I'll tell you, give him praise and glory. This brings in the keys to the kingdom. Listen in, my brother.
Hallelujah.
Right? And I'm like, whoa. So I just start drawing it out. Wow. What I'm seeing on like whiteboards and sending it to our programmers and developers. And we really worked with them on a lot of this inspiration I just was getting. Like it was just coming to me. And it felt.
Oh, the Spirit's got me. I can see it now.
Downloads were coming right into her mind, and I'm telling you, she wrote it on the whiteboard, and she sent it to the developers, and it was right from God, surface mount technology. I mean, the schematics were right there from the throne of heaven. I tell you, the logic gates were
and
there.
She saw the Raspberry Pi, and it was
resistors and capacitors, and all different things in there with all that schematic diagram of the whole thing. And the surface mount technology was all.
And she saw the serpent.
Got the keys to the kingdom.
And the serpent's name was Python.
Kinds of things. Give him praise and glory.
Yo, do you think this
otherworldly? It felt like it was divine. It felt like this is something that clearly, like, I'm not some tech person. I'm not some super, you know. I don't know how to explain it other than that when something's given to you, it's given to you for a reason. And that's what I firmly believe, that this was given to me for a reason and that we made it happen. We've been building it out. And where we're at today, we've just come so far. And I know, Anna, you recently turned it on, tried it out.
With it. What is this, a
and
knock
you,
video?
I'm sure you looked around in there, but there are even so many more features
What is
that
this,
are
Nicholas
going to be rolled
Whitmire?
out
Fucking spit
soon,
it
because the way it works is
Can you pause this
it's,
for a
it's
second?
an operating system in the device, kind of like with Apple, right? And have you ever noticed that Apple will do these updates, right? And they can like change things and update things. Same
okay.
kind of concept.
So let's establish what she said so far. How many minutes in are we into this fucking garbage?
We're into this 8 minutes and 2 seconds, and it's
how long is the fucking video?
Well, it's 51, but we're not going to go that far. We're just going to take.
Okay, so we are 8 minutes into this fucking video. At some point, I'm hoping she's going to tell us what exactly it is. So far, I've heard a lot of words. I've heard programmers. I've heard interface. I've heard what was the other fucking thing? Downloads, divine downloads.
Whiteboards.
Whiteboards. Holy fucking shit, whiteboards.
I'll tell you. I got some. I'm glad I got my whiteboards. I'll tell you that.
Eat a fucking dick, sir. I hope you rot in fucking hell. I don't even give a shit. I'll see you there, buddy. Next
But
meeting's
they're
on.
going to show you. They're going to show you what this thing looks like. It's a little black thing. It's really cool. It's got a USB connection on it.
You think Millie Weaver wouldn't like that color on account of how fucking racist she is? But okay, go ahead.
I'll tell you what. You
Canceled.
Can't make this shit up.
Inside here where we can update and add new features and new things to it
portal
as
gun,
we go
yes, sir.
along. So it's really exciting. And the other thing that I had, which was just to me
moon rocks,
really confirmation that this was divine, was one day when we were like Gavin and I'm talking about my husband, when we were sitting there and we were talking over.
Don't make lemonade. Make
the categories
take the lemons
we
back.
have where you can kind
Get
of
mad.
categorize
Demand to see
content
life's
and how
managed.
it's all organized.
I
like
don't
the
want your
order.
damn lemons. What am I
And,
supposed to do with
like,
these?
I just
Do you know who I am?
Yes, you're Alex Jones from Infowars.com.
I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my scientist to invent the combustible lemon that burns your house down.
She just said that this was divine confirmation with her husband. They were having a conversation. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It's divine confirmation. You can't argue with this stuff. You got to get the QEX technology.
Sir, you missed the shtick. I just don't care about you. Sorry. You spent like 4 hours with sock accounts in last night. I watched the fucking thing. Well, not watched, listened more like. And you just all fucking night. Who has that much time? It goes back to what I was saying earlier before Dave got here and we went on this like diatribe. But like, who has the fucking time to do all this shit? Like, I'm gonna get off of here in a minute.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna watch Boot the Door and Shout Through the Cracks. About 150 videos I got to catch up on. This guy must never sleep.
Boot the door and murder your neighbor through the crack. Right, gotcha.
But just get your QEX technology on because this is divine intervention.
had this vision of just the most like flourishing revolution or renaissance of Christian content on here. And I mean, we're talking TV shows, kids shows, new Christian news, Christian music, Christian, like everything. Okay. Like so much Christian stuff. It was insane. It was like, whoa, there's nothing like it even current on the internet today. I mean, we're seeing some stuff spark up here and there on the internet, but what actually was revealed to me was we don't know how bad it is. We've never seen the Christian community not throttled.
It was
not
revealed
held
to you
back.
that you don't know. Well, that
See that she just got the Lord is coming to our rescue through this divine intervention QEX technology. Millie Weaver, her company. This is really going to go, folks.
No offense,
you got to get your little black box, plug and play, get your portal set up, and get the keys to the kingdom. And I'm telling you, we're going to make the world a better place. We're going to bring in the kingdom of God. Righteousness is going to reign. And I'll tell you, my brother, we're going to be heading right for that kingdom down the narrow way. And we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, giving praise and glory.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
And what the realization was is that this is going to allow the Christian community to really just boom. And because of that, they're going to be able
highly
to
doubt
be
that,
we're going
but
to be able to be independent. They're not going to be censored. There's not going to be algorithms holding them back, and they're going to be able to monetize, and it's going to open the door for all of this content that's literally been sitting on the shelves collecting dust because Hollywood won't touch it, and other big production studios won't touch it because it's Christian, right? And it doesn't fit their agenda.
So true. The censorship we see. Listen, before you continue, I wanted to watch this video because there's so many facets of this technology. Honestly, so mind blowing, and you just know that this came from another place. Like this came from heaven. And I want to say this too, anyone watching on Twitter or on YouTube, whether you believe in God or not, Jesus is Lord and Savior anyway. But what I was going to say was,
big up to Jill.
See, this stuff came from heaven. You are listening to technology.
It's so divinely inspired that they have to spend an hour not telling me what the fucking product is.
It came from heaven. Well, here it comes. It's coming right now within seconds.
Oh, it's coming? All right. Well, I'll brace my head.
All right, brace yourself. Brace yourself. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I have assumed
the
position,
downloaded to him in a dream. Tesla had a dream about electricity. So you have all of these main world shakers have a divine inspiration, whether it be a vision, whether it be a dream, and this stuff is real. And it's real. When I heard about Albert Einstein, I was blown away. I mean, his theory of relativity, how the actual universe is held together. Praise God. So want to show you this video. And by the way, this video, you look like you're from like the future, like an astronaut in the future. It's so cool. But we'll be right back. Watch this. This is really, really cool tech.
Some people have asked, why the box? Why not just make an app, right? Well, the box gives us several advantages. For one, QUX designed their own hardware and software all the way down to the kernel, with over-the-air firmware update capabilities. So when you get your QUX Universal Media Box, there's nothing inside until it's plugged in. Then it begins to upload software inside the box. It's a tamper-proof software seal. This lets you know that no one else prior to you has had access to your device. This is possible only because QUX controls the keys to the kingdom. End-to-end 256-bit AES encryption. QUX offers the highest level of security and privacy available to consumers on an enterprise level. And because QUX doesn't use any third-party software, what happens inside QUX is invisible to big tech. Even your internet service provider can't see what's going on inside your box. The box creates a digital footprint designed to blend in with ordinary online traffic. Nothing unusual to see, while at the same time having only one point of entrance into the private network, your device. QUX sets up a boundary that separates what's happening inside the QUX network from the rest of the internet. You can see out, but no one can see in. It's the QUX hardware camouflage.
I guess I have to explain
this invisibility, along with other security features, making shopping, private messaging, and other features such as the buy button possible without vulnerabilities to unauthorized access or private.
Okay, so anyway, the milk
thing. This is the ultimate security system.
The milk is because I was bored and I've just been binging milk memes forever. It's not meant to mean anything at all. It's deliberately meant to be confusing, and eventually it'll bother Knock, like the ice cream thing. I guess I'm a very dairy-based humor person. That's my personality. It's just dairy. Despite my lactose intolerance, I am fond of everything. Cheese, milk, cottage cheese, other cheeses are available. Ice cream obviously goes without saying. Anyway, so that's milk. All right, Dave, what you were saying?
That's great. No, I was just telling you, I'm just so excited about this technology. I got to get one of these. I'm going to have to get 2 of them.
Yeah, sure. Get one for your car. Fucking drive it off a fucking cliff and go see Jesus. It's got the keys to the kingdom after all.
Do you agree with this? I mean, this is divine intervention.
Oh my God, it must be.
Can you give us a witness? By the amount of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established.
Private information. There's nothing like it on the market. The QUX private network allows you to start making your home and online activity uniquely private and secure. So the real question is, why not the box?
Big Pun, that's kind of funny. You met Gene Wilder in 1987.
So we need a technology
that molested me at a Chuck E. Cheese in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1987. So that's weird. Small world, getting smaller. Anyway,
see, we need a technology that conservatives and Christians are safe on. We need that. Now, you Jews, I don't know. Does that include the Jew? They look like they're maybe biased.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so when you get the time, go ahead and send Knock some milk on Twitter. It's just Nakasuchi. You can find it. Go ahead and send him some fucking milk. If you're looking for milk memes, just type in milk memes and just send him any old fucking one. Just let him be confused about it for a couple of weeks. It's funny to watch. I just like watching him be confused. Watch him get triggered by all dairy products. I want to expand my empire of dairy-based triggering.
There's nothing wrong with milk. It's the land of milk and honey is in the Bible. You know it's in the scripture. Milk and honey.
See, that'll be my next degree of separation. I'm going to move to bees.
There you go.
Honey, pollen, beeswax. You can make all kinds of shit out of beeswax. You can make lip balm, moisturizer. Fuck, they put that shit in fucking hair conditioner and shit like that. What else?
Grade 80 in there too.
I guess you can make candles out of it or something. I don't fucking know. I'm sure somebody does.
So what do you think so far of this QEX technology?
I think it's just fucking wonderful. I got an app on my phone that scans for fucking radiation. I bet you could cook a fucking lovely Thanksgiving dinner on it. Doubles as a hot plate, I'm sure. I'm sure that it has no software or hardware issues. I'm sure it's perfectly balanced. I'm sure that it's completely unhackable, unlike other products.
We see the real numbers. I mean, imagine the real numbers of what people are watching. And this is actually the technology I want to show you. Well, I haven't taken this thing off yet, but I plugged it in. This is what it looks like. It's a little device. It's super small, super amazing. So go into some of the features, Mel, because it's really incredible. I know you mentioned a little bit about it, but talk about the features, the portals, the categories.
Okay, so there's so much to this, and I think that's why some people get confused and they're like, "What is this? What is this box?" Well, it's nothing. It's like nothing else out there. So I'm going to have to kind of explain it to you what's out there, and you're going to have to use your imagination until you, of course, buy one and get to see it for yourself. But
just buy it. Just buy it. I mean, don't even ask questions about it. Just buy it. Just buy it. Just see for yourself.
So it basically lets you kind of browse the internet a little bit, probably with a shitty remote. It's not a computer, so it's not a Raspberry Pi, but it functions with the same level of accessibility as a Raspberry Pi, and it's a fucking Roku. It's a Roku. Why would I give a shit? But it's like, okay, let's say, can you even install like fucking Hulu or Netflix on that thing? Or will it be like, sorry, they collect your data, or like whatever?
No, she explains it here pretty good, actually.
Essentially, okay, so like a Roku or Apple TV.
Oh, here we go.
It's kind of like that in that you plug it into your TV, and it's like a media streaming device, essentially.
Exactly it's not like that.
It has its own operating system in it, the way that like Apple has its own Apple, iOS operating system. But the key here is in the QUX operating system, Google is not in it at all. There's no Google in these devices at all.
It's not in the other ones either, you idiot.
Can you think of any device out there right now that doesn't have Google in it?
I just named 2.
No, you can't really. I mean, Apple has Apple's devices. They all have Google.
Are you saying that it doesn't work on
Androids have Google,
iOS?
and that
Or-
allows Google to have a backdoor in and collect data and spy. So we had to make sure that there's no
Roku
Google in our,
is not
our tech at
designed
all whatsoever.
on
So
Google software.
it actually allows
It does not
for
have a
some
Google
interesting
pause
things.
this fucking retardation. So the Roku runs on Opera, not fucking Android, not fucking Google's OS for its shitty fucking Chromebook. It runs on Opera. It's a completely different operating system. It is not owned by Microsoft. It is not owned by Apple. And it is not owned by fucking Google, Alphabet, or any of its subsidiaries. It's not.
It didn't come from God. Uh-oh, we just lost it. See, God is showing you that this needs to be listened to. Your audio just went to flow. He loves you. But he says, listen here, Will. This came from me. This is the keys to the kingdom. I'm God, there is none else. And you, as a Jew that just had a Seder and celebrated days of unleavened bread and everything, you need to get this. So blow the shofar and let's listen in.
I will talk.
But the interesting thing is that in the Quicks box, there's an app store. So we have the QUX app store. So competitive with Google's app store or Apple's app store.
And
that means any other app developers or apps can be in this app store. We've already been working with like Clout Hub and other social medias and apps that have been banned or have a risk of being banned from the Google Play or Apple App Store.
InfoWars, wonderful.
Info horrors, not InfoWars. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I gotta get it right.
We've been working with other app developers at this time. I can't really talk about, but so it's going to have its own app marketplace.
It's that you don't have
also
anything to talk about.
You're in such denial. This is from God.
Yeah, sure. Call me Thomas.
Aside from the apps, it has the Portal universe. Now, the Portal universe is my favorite part. It's the most exciting.
Yes, the best.
So
the Portal universe is the most exciting. Here's the climax. Are you
not
ready
the
for this?
fucking Portal?
Come on.
Let me guess before you play it. It's their shitty version of like Amazon Prime or like Netflix or whatever. It's got all their fucking shows on it, and for a small fee of $9.99 a month, you can get access to all these wonderful Christian programs. Kent Hovind fucks a sheep. Fucking watch Matt Powell's fucking documentary and watch Rage.
So the Portal universe, the little icon there is like a little portal, right? Like a little circle ring. And you can create your own portals. So if you wanted to be on Roku, for example, you would probably have to pay like $50,000 to hire and pay for a developer to build an app for you. And then you'd have to get approved by Roku and pay whatever fees to them. And you could even still be banned after that. So being on something like Roku isn't really that feasible for your average person. So we decided with the Portal universe, we wanted to make it so that anyone could create like something like an app, but it's different. It's called a portal in the Portal universe. And so on QUX.TV, which is the website, you can log into your account there just via your phone or via your computer. And that's where you build out and you manage your portal that you create, much like you would a social media account. So you could live stream, you could upload content, you can even pull in content libraries from other social media platforms into your portal. So like you could, like a YouTube playlist, for example, you could copy the URL bar and you just paste it into our portal generator. And what it does is it pulls that entire YouTube library or playlist into the portal, into your portal, and people can watch it there. And what's cool is that you can watch the content from YouTube essentially that's being pulled into the portal, but YouTube can't watch you watching the content because the way it works is like we can look out
install a
we
VPN.
can look out at the internet. The internet can't look back at us.
So you can look out at the internet, but they can't look back.
Yeah, that's not a portal. That's one-way glass, first of all. And second of all, if you can live stream and also collect playlists for other people to watch, I feel like that's probably some sort of infringement. It's not quite an upload, but I'm assuming ads don't play. If they do, then whatever, I guess. But then there's no advantage to that over, just having a VPN. I mean, like, you have to play monthly for a VPN. You know what I can't do with your little box? I can't take that with me to like in like a long car ride or like at work while I'm taking a dump. That's what I can't do with your portal. Because then even if your stupid website, right, is just a tunnel, right? It's just a proxy, right? That functions essentially the same way. There are literally just tunnels on the internet that you just go to like vTunnel and just do it that way for free without buying anything at all.
Yes. Therefore, they can't track your data.
Right. They cannot. They cannot. Yeah, it's its own, it's like its own virtual private network that has 256-bit end-to-end encryption, super secure, has several layers of the 256-bit end-to-end encryption. No one has breached our
so does
private network as of yet, and we don't think that it's possible for anyone to do it. I mean, if you don't know about 256,
why not tell us why? Advanced than it is.
Wow, she's really explaining the 256-bit system here.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till she gets into the MD5 hash. Oh boy, I might fucking come in my pants. Jesus.
I mean, I'm not a techie, so I don't know. So why can't they?
Okay, so first of all, 256-bit encryption is what like the NSA uses so that people and top level government uses so that you can't break into government private secure networks. And so we have several layers of it. And we have multiple other, we have other advanced security things going on there.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what,
the NSA
doesn't do. End-to-end encryption, which is the most secure form of encryption that exists. It's what they use for fucking Bitcoin and shit on the blockchain. It's so fucking dumb. It's like, okay, it's got 256. Yeah, so does Nord. So does NordVPN. It's literally on the front page of their fucking website. When you look to see what the encryption type is, it's 256. And it's multi-layered, just like they're saying. There's no fucking... It's like a VPN. No, she keeps saying it's like this. It's like that. It's not like that. It is that. That's just what it is. Yes, you're right, in the sense that it is like that, in that it's identical.
Really, when he explains it to me, I'm always just like blown away. But the evidence of that is that we have had like so many attacks, people trying to hack or do DDoS attacks, and they all just fail.
Yeah, so you know who else?
It's one of the benefits of
brought that up. Can you pause it for just 1 second? Thank you. You know who else had 256-bit encryption? Fucking Colonial Pipeline. All right? All right. Okay, so we've established that just because it's improbable or difficult, it's not impossible, right? End-to-end encryption is pretty much the only way to just about guarantee that something is completely unhackable. Okay? All right? All right. Yeah, it's just meant for, you're right, it is the boomer box. She's advertising on YouTube. She should be advertising on QVC. Jesus.
Having an actual device is that because you have an actual device, you can keep it all closed and super secure and private. Whereas most all websites on the internet have a certain level of vulnerability because they're open, because they're on the World Wide Web. You know, that's just the way the internet operates. So because we have our own virtual private network, we can
she even said that's what it is.
Network, hardware private network. Sorry, it's not a VPN. Let me make that clear. It's not a VPN. It's more like a hardware private network. So because all the devices act as the network in itself.
It's a
which there are some
tunnel.
interesting plans for that in the future.
That's all it is a fucking tunnel. God, these people. I hate these fucking grifters on the internet because they're just trying to bilk people out of money that they don't need to spend on an inferior product.
You really want to take advantage of on Quicks is the advertising, merchandising opportunities on QUX. And that is, so someone like me, who I've been demonetized, I've on virtually pretty much all these social medias. I even was banned from
your Patreon
PayPal because they said I was an extremist because I questioned certain things around the election.
Okay, so they developed their own, proprietary fucking payment service. That's what they've done. They've got their own version of conservative PayPal for Christian folk. That's what it is.
I've been banned on Periscope as well. So hopefully I don't get you banned on here, Anna.
Periscope,
but I'm already banned everywhere too.
Right. So people that have been banned and censored or are just looking for another.
Everyone has been banned from Periscope. It's defunct.
Your own portal on there. You can monetize it. You can monetize it, including the stuff that you pull in from YouTube and other places. You can monetize that as well.
Oh, so you can monetize someone else's video through this? That's fucking illegal. That's very fucking illegal. That is extra fucking infringement. You can't just pull somebody else's shit and go, "Hey, watch it on my channel," and then give me money.
You can when it's of God. When it's of God, you can do that. You have special dispensation.
Oh, right.
That's right. Because Rodney Howard Brown got a revelation about this.
I forgot that God is literally in the box. It's the fucking Ark of the Covenant.
And he's
fucking schlepping it around in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights or 40
This is part of the Trump mega church, the Judeo-Christian New Age mega church, with all the prophets and prophetesses that hear from God. He's downloaded all the
it'll make you fertile
in the mainstream, and it's coming your way right now to give the keys to the kingdom.
Fucking angels.
He's gonna transform this wicked, evil system and bring it into the kingdom of God with the
6
people
inches
of God
guaranteed
right here that hear directly from God. Let's give him praise and glory.
Technically monetize my content that's existing out there on YouTube, and I could actually just put all my YouTube stuff on private if I wanted to and still do that and pull it through. But yeah, you can monetize your content.
So you can stream other people's private videos and monetize it. Right? You can stream other people's private videos. Hey, maybe we should do that with Praise. We'll get this fucking box. We'll monetize all of Praise's videos that he has privated. And then we'll just fucking we'll just profit. There's no end to the profiting. Jill, you're next.
Well, you got to start a non-profit to profit and just call it an expense.
I meant profit as in the biblical sense.
Well,
like Elijah.
Advertisers can create a dashboard. So any business out there that wants to be an advertiser, you can create an advertiser account. Okay. And this is the cool part. You get matched up with a creator who matches up with your genre, your demographics, and your what you're selling essentially. So here's how it works. Users pick their own ad experience. That's what keeps your content free. So you're not having to pay for subscription here, subscription there, right? So users, when you're setting up your ad experience, you can pick if you like maybe cosmetology or cosmetics, beauty, fashion, or Christian, right? Or you could even pick, if you're a guy, like maybe hunting or sports or guns or whatever it is you're into. And let's say that,
hey, listen, real men of culture,
of
like
my regular viewers
You guys ever played Among Us? Come on. Video games appeal to the male fantasy, and it's fucking disgusting. Spawning in 1,000 watermelons on Skyrim just to see what happens. It's my male
Clicked
fantasy.
on guns and sporting goods, right? That what would happen is the advertiser in their account would see that they have an 80% match with me.
Can I add
if that product they're selling matches
what about
my
Neopets?
Demographic, if that makes sense. So what they can do is they can actually send me an advertising campaign request and make me an offer. I could decline it, I could counter it, I could accept it, or I can see what advertisers I match with, and I could actually send them an offer. They could decline, accept, or counter. And so it actually kind of cuts out some of this middleman ad brokering that's going on that is causing a lot of problems with content being censored, because you have these big ad firms that are like, we're going to just, yank all of our advertising money to your social media platform if you don't abide by the rules and policies of content that we want.
Well, like about making money, but now they're about like woke shit and like agendas and stuff. So that part I can see is probably good. But also it probably doesn't function because you're probably constantly negotiating with people who have never done business in their entire lives. Like no experience with negotiation whatsoever. Probably hasn't ever even asked for a fucking pay raise in their life. But they're going to negotiate with an advertiser. And the advertisers are probably just as clueless. So it's probably just going to be endless profiteering off of other people's ignorance. It's going to be like the Final Fantasy Online marketplace between PvP servers and just casual servers that are raping the economy of the other servers. By the way, everyone should do that because fuck World of Warcraft players. That's who's over there. All they do is PvP. So fucking stupid. Anyway, we got anything else? I kind of want to take a nap.
Well, here's how you get it. Let's find out.
I don't want Planned Parenthood running.
How much is it? It doesn't say. What happened here? How many can we get? We got to order this. Let's find out.
Right. So this.
It's only $150.
I don't want Planned Parenthood running ads on my portal as a creator. I can say no and not let them. Vice versa. Planned Parenthood could, if they have a problem with someone that they don't want to run ads on, they don't have to, so you actually get to pick and choose. So what I think is going to happen is it's just going to allow for more direct advertising and interesting relationships being built, because it doesn't make sense that you would ban someone and prevent them from monetizing and having ads on their content just because they're concerned.
What's that?
So it's $150. They're running an offer code Anna for fucking $15 off.
Yeah. It's great.
Isn't that like 1/10 or something of the whatever?
Yeah, it's only about 10% off.
Yeah. Okay. No, he didn't delete his channel. He just privated everything. We checked this morning. We've got links and stuff. He tried to bury a bunch of shit, but we got copies. It's not a fucking big deal. Nobody cares.
Right.
Who gives a shit? I mean, I'm sure that fucking Praise would feel the same way if I deleted my channel or privated everything. Nobody cares.
We had to go all that way to find out it was $150.
Yeah, how far into this are we?
We're not even into it yet. This is only, let's see here, 26 minutes out of 51.
How much is there to say about the fucking Roku with a VPN on it?
I don't know.
You can install a VPN on your fucking Roku. You people know this, right? There's literally you just go to the app thing on Roku and you just go NordVPN or whatever. And then you click it and you sign in or you buy the fucking thing.
These are two honest white Christian Trump's pro, right Christian conservative girls here.
They're just really two broads on the dole trying to make an honest buck in the world. There's not any grifting or snake oil or lying out the side of their mouth. That's not what's happening here, folks. Right. What happened here is that, like the hollow disk from Empire, it come to her, the blueprints for the Death Star. I mean the QEC. I mean the OEC. I mean the QUX. They came to her and she just started describing nonsense on a board, speaking in tongues. Yeah, fucking flicking the bean, whatever she was doing. And then she got on the phone with her programmers because, of course, she just has a simp army of programmers, neckbeards in their grandmother's basement, just a coding away. And I'm sure that this product is with absolutely no blood on any of the materials that were used for this. No African fucking coal mine diamond huskers. None of these Indian, and by that I mean like India, not Native American. Children wandering around in fucking garbage pits somewhere in Kolkata. No, none of that. No salvage for platinum in China. None of that shit. It's 100% unrecycled, brand spanking new, American-made plastic. Wonderful. Okay, I think this is a good place to call it here. That was wonderful.
I think so. You're right.
All right, I'm going to go take a nap, wake up in 2 hours, and do my whole fucking day from yesterday over again in a different location.
All right, I'm going to go back to my hole in my standby mode. I'll talk to you later, Will.
All right, I'll see you later, Dave. Good hanging out.
All right, take care. Be safe. Shelter in place.
I'll try. I'll fucking hold on to your butts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for attending this broadcast of my epic Spurg fit. Yeah, I completely deviated from what I wanted to do, and I definitely went at least a half an hour over my maximum time that I had.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Well, yeah, Dave triggered my fucking autism, and I went on a cocksucking tangent. But it is what it is. I think most of you fine Christian folk who have the wherewithal to withstand the endless barrage and onslaught of, I'm channeling Smokey here, I'm being verbose on purpose, of just the absolute line of fucking profanity that is spewed forth from my dirty, rotten, fucking kosher pie hole. And for those of you who hung in there for the entire time, 10 points to whatever house you belong to. Just at me and Shep's server, and we'll update your scores for the week. Also, we're going to have a cult meeting here Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Bored and Malicious, Kink Inc. We're back. I'm not on my regular schedule, but you know what? I'm a regular. It's kind of goes with the territory when you're Jewish. You're never regular. And your tinnitus and your diverticulitis and the malignancy to it and everything. So, so bring your little fezzes and your little fucking robes and your magic sticks and your fucking, twist the staff of Baal or whatever the fuck we got going on, and say a prayer to the grand exalted owl, and blessed be his name, peace and blessings be upon him, all that good shit.
That's what I like being involved in Truth for Satan Ministries, because I can join the occult over here. I can do everything.
I unironically enjoyed Truth for Satan. I don't agree with him in terms of the religiosity of the thing, but the sentiment there, I think, carries. It's very much like, hey, fuck you if you don't like it, and also you're a retard. So, yeah, I know. And then he's very much embraced the dark side in the most wholesome way possible. And I can respect that. If I don't agree with him, I can at least respect his honest position rather than him being a shitbird fucking moron, lying about what he actually believes and then believing something else behind closed doors. I believe 100% that he believes exactly what he says he believes. And God bless him. Or damn him or whatever he wants. I don't care what kind of fucking day he has, you know? I hope he has whatever fucking kind of day he's been praying for, and I hope he gets 6 inches on his cock, and I hope he gets fucking banging hoes and doing all kinds of blow and drinking and whatever that kid gets up to. He's like, I hope God gives him hair follicles, because Jesus Christ, I could see the fucking reflection off the monitor on that fucking thing. I'm sure he wouldn't appreciate me saying that, but fuck him anyway. He's a Satanist. He cursed me later. Please don't do that. I have children. A child, rather. Don't worry, this isn't another birthing announcement ruined by.
He wouldn't be announced that. He's about morality and taking care of the tyrannical God.
Fair enough, I guess. Let me just double check to make sure I didn't forget anything.
And by the way, if Truth for Satan is listening, HP Black Mamba, I was there Sunday morning, but I don't know how you couldn't bring me in or see me, but something happened weird there. We'll talk about it sometime. I haven't heard from him since.
Oh yeah, one funny observation, and then I'm really gone for good. So it's funny to watch all these people who don't like Smokey, who never liked Smokey, because it was politically expedient at the time within their sect of the Christian community, or because they wanted friends and they're sad and alone. It's fun to watch them all stab each other in the back while they're also trying to bring the knives out and put them in Carl's back. So that's pretty interesting. Like Ryan and Rob Reed, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with Praise's shit, and fucking Nicholas Whitmire being completely unlikable still. Nothing's changed in that department. And now all the people who are sucking off Knock because they don't like Smokey, and he doesn't realize it's not because of his personality or because anyone likes him or particularly thinks that he's interesting or intelligent. It's mostly, actually entirely, because he's just breaking Smokey's balls every fucking day. So I can't wait for that fucking well to dry up. Although if it never does, at least he'll be out of his kid's life, because he'll be streaming every moment of the fucking day that he's not working, sleeping, taking a shit, or drinking himself into oblivion like he so often does. Alcoholic cocksucker. All right, everybody get right with God or whatever. Something, pizza crust to all the true paints out there. And this has been Will Kincaid fucking rambling incoherently. Take care, everybody. Oh my fucking God. Hold on.
What? Dude, I didn't know you were just ending, asshole. Okay, I just came on. I noticed you were streaming, and I was like, okay, let me go on. If you're ending, then I'll leave. That's fine. There's no need to.
No, I'm channeling Carl. What is? Did you have something, or you just?
No. We just came in to hang out. If you're gonna end, I'll just leave.
Oh, then fuck you, Sparkle. See, now I am Smoke. See, I can play Smokey on TV. God damn it! All right. Actually, you can come back. All right. See y'all later. Oh yeah. Hold on. Is that the cousin he said that is only a lesbian because she hasn't had good dick? Oh no, wait. She's dead, and his family loved her more than he loved him. Okay, now we can end it. Bye.